Good day once again. This is Fred Eckert with Chicago Title with another tip for this time for real estate agents and possibly even lenders. And here's the tip. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your sellers and your buyers know everything about seller's remorse and buyer's remorse, which they will experience. If they don't hear about it from you, what's going to happen is they may never tell you that they're experiencing it, and you may lose a deal. So here's what I suggest you do, and this is, I think, is a great way to do this. You're going to say, we use an example for a buyer, but it would apply to a seller also. You're going to say to the buyer, you know what, I just want to make sure you know that you will experience, at some point, everybody does, buyer's remorse. You're going to experience it. So I don't want you to be afraid of it. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. You may not think it will, but it's going to happen. So what you do is, when you experience it, call me up, we'll talk about it. Now you notice that I didn't say we'll do something about it, I just said we'll talk about it. And I think that's what you want to do, because people do experience it and they're going to have some concerns about either what they should have done when they bought or should have done when they sold or so forth. So your job is to make sure that they think when they experience it, they're going to go, wow, that Fred Eckert knew exactly what we were thinking, honey. Let's call him and talk to him because he said this would happen. That's different than if you've never explained it to them, they experience it and they don't ever choose to call you. Okay, let's talk about another thing, particularly for buyers. I think what you want to do with buyers is, as their agent, you're always fearful that they'll go to an open house by themselves and you'll lose them to a new client, which could happen. On the other hand, you don't want to be driving around to 15, 16, 17 houses on a weekend with your buyers for them to just be looky-loos. So here's what I suggest. I suggest that you tell them that you're going to be looking through the MLS, through your network of contacts, online and so forth, for a house for them. And you're going to encourage them to go to open houses should they choose to. But you're going to preface it by saying this. Remember, guys, I want you to go to open houses. If you find a house that you like, just call me. I have my cell phone on all the time. Call me. We'll make an offer. If you need more information, call me and I'll let you know. And remember, when you go to these open houses, you're going to run across some very nice agents who are working those open houses to try to get buyers. And because they're working that open house, remember, they work for the seller. There really is a representative of the seller at that point because they're having that open house listed. It may not be their listing, but they're representing the broker that has that listing. And they have an obligation to try to get the highest price for that seller. Now, could you use them? They're going to try to convince you that you could. They're going to be very nice and very friendly to you and answer a lot of questions and try to engage in conversation, take up your time, get you to like them. They could represent you, but I don't know that you would want them to, because there's a thing called dual agency. A lot of states it's not legal. Here it happens to be, but most people question whether an agent could truly represent the seller, get the highest price for the seller, and also represent a buyer during the same transaction and get the best price for the buyer also. Plus, I don't know that you really want to have one agent that knows everything about the seller and everything about you as the buyer, all your motivation, all your financing, everything. I think that would be a terrible position to put yourself in. So what you want to do is you want to tell those folks that to call you when they're out looking, and even give them a card. And I suggest you can make up a card that says Buyer's Open House Guest Pass. You fill out their name on the back, and it has your name on it, and then you encourage them to hand that card to the listing agent. Suggest that they not sign the guest registry book, and frankly, they want to just go in and look at that house, and if it's not the one they want to get out without engaging in a whole lot of conversation. So I think if you do that and you follow up the following Monday and ask them how everything went, again, you'll find out that they will experience that kindness and niceness from the other agents, but in the back of their mind you've planted the seed that that's not in their best interest. Well, I hope you find these couple tips useful. We will do more. I want you to remember this. When you're telling your loved ones that you love them, also tell them why you love them. Thank you.